Oh, let me see. Yeah. We just call this like the high command podcast, you know. So let me. Oh yeah, it would be. So let me see. I am. Oh, I thought I was trying to. Oh, okay. But anyway, welcome. It's different here. Today I have one of my agent robot licks of the 501st Brotherhood.
Howdy, everyone.
Now we're about. I am glad that you are here to do this. So, anywho, I guess let's see. The first question I probably want to ask is, what actually got you into Star Wars, man?
Like, Star Wars Battlefront 2. I grew up playing those games, so was Lego Star Wars. But I remember watching Episode 4 as a kid, and my mind being blown by just by the lightsabers, the stormtroopers, Darth Vader, and ever since then I loved watching Star Wars, like anything Star Wars. This includes the 2002, 2003 Clone Wars series, all the prequels. Like I've enjoyed. To a lot of credit, my mom has always been into Star Wars as well, so I give her all that credit. She's the one who brought me into it originally. But yeah, that's about it. And then ever since then, I've just been obsessed with it, like a massive Star Wars nerd.
That's about right for me as well. Cause when I actually started, I was a massive I was a massive geek for like episode 2, because I mean, like, that's when they like first introduced the clone troopers, and with them being introduced in, I was like, oh my god, this is so awesome. And then it also kind of started off with episode 3 as well, because I mean, it was that
episode 3 is just so famous in reality.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Has some of the best old fighting scenes, especially with Obi-Wan and Anakin. Then you have then you just have the whole people say the dialogue was awful for episode 3. I disagree. I
don't know. I mean,
I'd
have to say that another happy landing was a good one now. Okay. that was a good one for Obi-Wan, man. You can't deny that. But
very true.
Yeah. So I would have to say my next question would be, how did you actually come across the 501st Brotherhood?
Okay, so I came across it because my friend Ryan, as and on the server, you know him as Zig. So me and him we know each other IRL. We're both really good friends because we've known each other for a couple years. Kind of fun. He's like, well, there's a whole clan there, and they play Battlefront 2, and it's pretty cool. He's like, you should join. I'm like, all right, and they'll send me the Discord link. So ever since, and I joined without even going to a recruitment server. Funny enough, and ever since then, I've just been in there, just kind of doing my thing at first, and then I kind of wanted to. Then I noticed how cool it was to just be in here, because you build so many relationships with the people in there. Like say with you, Bale, who's in this call right now as well.
Yeah, I forgot to tell Bale. I forgot Bale could. Bale, you can say hi to everybody. Oh no, I don't think
he's there.
I think. Oh, dang it.
No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Well, say hi to everybody, Belle.
He was CT. I forgot what his clone trooper number name was, but his clone name is Zig. His call sign. I give him full credit for introducing me to the Brotherhood, and ever since then, I've just been a pretty prominent member of it for the most part. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm the most famous person in there. I mean, I think there's people that are way more well known than me in there.
I don't know.
But
I mean, the most. I mean, the most that I could say about it is, I mean, like, you already have your thing set up with C3PO about your own bio, so, I mean...
Finally. After years of me, not even years, after months of me begging for one, they're all like, oh yeah, you're finally in High Command, have fun. We'll give you this one.
Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I can't actually wait until I get the officer role, that way I can actually do that as well. So...
Yeah, I mean, well, and the best part is that we're looking at you know, members who you know, who show leadership abilities as well as just good communication. And you know, like for example, we've been keeping an eye on you for sure. Like, believe me when I say it.
I believe it. I know. I will say, with this going on, I may also need to start recording campaigns as well. But I've at least been trying. I mean, I know that I'm probably not doing it to the best of my ability, but I am trying at least. I mean.
Oh, yeah, correct. And you know, and that's the good thing about the brother. You know, we don't require you to you know, go all in as well. You know, we don't want you, you know, over consumed with the server either. You know, like, you know, take Augur for example, who's our boss. He's always leading the server in good ways, but you know, he still has, you know, all of his personal time as well, which is always a good thing.
Oh yeah, It's
You know?
always good to have some downtime anyway in the server, and just for everybody to kind of like have a good time as well. So
Exactly. So that's always really fun. But yeah, but back to the question at hand. Um, Shout out to my boy Wedo Zig for introducing me to the server.
yeah. So another thing, this is I'm pretty sure mostly everybody's been thinking about, because this is one I've been thinking about a little bit myself here. But how did you come up with the name Robotlix?
Oh boy, that's a ooh, that's a good one. Okay, so back in high school, this is like years ago now for me because I graduated high school 3 years ago. My sophomore year of high school, I want to say, I you know, I was watching a bunch of YouTube videos and, you know, seeing gaming, like, you know, I was watching like Markiplier, PewDiePie, you know, Jacksepticeye, all these guys, you know, doing all these gaming channels, and I'm kind of like, hey, what if I start my own gaming channel? So, you know, I went along with it, and I was trying to think of a good name for me, and I've always been into robotics because I was even in the robotics club in high school. So I was like, oh, Robotlix. Like, I don't know why, it just sounded cool. Like, it had a little bit of a zing to it. So, you know, from there, I'd made the name Robotlix Gaming for my YouTube channel. You know, that clearly hasn't flown though, because I don't even upload on that channel at all. But
we're gonna have to fix that, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna start live streaming campaigns or something pretty soon.
Well, hey, that sounds like a plan there.
I mean, it could be fun, you know. But yeah, I mean, it's just really cool knowing that that name has stuck with me for such a long time. I actually use that name, that account names, and all this other stuff. I mean, even on some dark web websites, I'm known as that name. So it's stuck with me pretty good. So yeah, that's that.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a first there. I never would have thought of that one there. So
right.
Here I am. I thought you were this good boy who always stayed to himself, and then the next thing you know,
oh no, dude, I saw. Get this, I saw an RPG for like 0.701 Bitcoin or something. I was like, oh my gosh, you can buy an RPG on here. It's insane what you can buy on there.
Crap.
Oh yeah, dude.
Okay, that's a first.
Yeah, I've been. Funniest part, I've been roaming the dark web and deep web for since high school, in reality, like my junior year.
That was fun.
It's fun. Yeah, it's fun. You know.
That right there, I've always tried to stay away from that because of it's it's mainly just because of some of the stories I've heard about it, and then like with them actually, I think they've. I remember, I remember a while back, hearing about like Silk Road being shut down, and then I think they like.
Mhm.
I think they tried to bring it back about 2 or 3 times, and I think the second time they got shut down, and I think they're on their third one right now.
Oh yeah, so currently the Silk Road is currently up, but here's the thing though about that: there's multiple Silk Roads. There's you have the actual Silk Road, then you have other sites that claims to be the Silk Road, but they're not because because the Silk Road, all it does primarily just sell drugs in reality. Like, that's the main point of the Silk Road, is just sell drugs. But with these other fake Silk Roads, they give you the addition, to sell you like child porn, what else?
Yeah.
Weapons, all this other stuff. I mean, it's stuff that can harm a lot of people in reality. That is, and the actual Silk Road just sells drugs and books and other stuff that you can. Of course, it's illegal to get drugs, but that you can. They also sell stuff that's legal as well that won't hurt anybody, which is good to a point.
Well, that's. Well, I mean, I can't say that's moral, but I mean it's.
Yeah, no, it's not at all.
Yeah, it's not moral at all, though. I know with a lot of stuff that we had going on the server, though, we've also had to start cracking down on a lot of things as well. So that,
oh yeah,
with that being brought up, I mean, everything else was still pretty good, though. But moving on to the next question here.
Before we get too deep into that topic.
Yeah, too deep in the topic there, Bale. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Bale. Thank you, Bale.
Thank you. And I think I tried to be there for that one, and that did not go well for me. How did you feel, man? How'd you feel when you had your promotion?
It depends on the promotion. Are you talking about my promotion to like officer or just sergeant?
It was when you got promoted to officer. Like,
okay, so my promotion to officer, because at first I was an ARC trooper, and I thought that was always kind of cool. I'm like, oh cool, I'm an ARC trooper, whatever. But when I'm sorry, armed trooper, because I'm an advanced recon medic in reality. But I was gonna say, okay, so when it was first announced I was an officer, it made me pretty happy because it took so long. 200 scratches. That's a lot of scratches in itself, and I was able to do that within a few months, which is insane. I try not to skip every campaign when I could, so that pretty much that Battlefront 2 consumed me for a little bit because I was trying to rank up so fast. But as soon as I hit officer, though, I was really happy that I can, start leading more campaigns for all of us. It would only be 5 scratches, of course, but
yeah.
I think it was good overall that I can lead some stuff for you guys because High Command, they're always so busy. Shout out to those guys. They're always so busy trying to do stuff for the server.
Yeah, I have to give Augur that one there. He's
No, and not only Augur too. You have Spare, Lindsay, Spades, Tex. Yeah, well, pretty much all High Command. Even the guys in the Xbox platoon. They're. Oh, Casper. I can't forget Casper.
Oh yeah, you can't forget about Casper.
Yeah,
man.
I can't forget Casper.
You know what? I really hope you don't see that, because if he saw that you forgot about him, oh my god.
He's like one of my good friends on the server too. He's fantastic to talk to.
Oh yeah, he's an amazing man.
And that's all the guys though on there. I mean, it's such a wide spectrum of people on the server. They all do such good work. Especially the people in High Command. And our current officers right now are doing really good too. You have Assist and Leo right now.
Oh yeah.
Who are doing good jobs too. I'm proud of them. For what they're doing. They're
I'm
shown good
actually
advancements.
I'm actually pretty glad about Leo, man, because I think his first campaign that he held, I was actually in with that one as well, and he was actually doing a pretty amazing job. I felt like that he was actually doing what he could for the campaign. I mean, he had everything under control. I mean, there was our moments when we kind of got a little bit too rowdy there, but I mean,
That's with any
we did
campaign,
pretty
though.
good.
We have our times.
Oh yeah,
With
yeah,
any campaign,
of course.
we have our times.
Of course, we always have our times there, but I mean, you at least can say that we do have fun and that we enjoy our company there. So I mean,
yeah, no, we do. We know, and that goes with any of us because every campaign, we try to keep it like there's no toxicity in reality, or at least we try not to have toxicity in the campaigns.
yeah,
That's a very massive one that that's always affected us. Because there's people in the server that can have very strong personalities or very strong viewpoints. And it can, and if someone brings it up, one of their viewpoints, it can make the campaign go very awkward or toxic very fast, which isn't a good thing, of course. But but overall though, I'm just happy the rankings of, like, at least for me, officer was always really cool to be, and then what else? And then sergeant, that was a really step up for me because I was finally able to be pretty much an admin for the server, which is always a cool thing to do.
Yeah, and that with that said, I will say, I mean, you kind of doing a pretty good job. Plus, I mean, like, unlimited scratches, man. So
thank you. I mean, yeah,
I can't turn that one down. I mean, like, heck, unlimited scratches. Oh yeah, sign me up.
Well, and the funniest part is, if I even want to do events and stuff, I could do like double scratches, or something like that, which I have done in the past. Like I think you were there too for the Siege of Seattle campaign.
Siege of Seattle. Okay,
so so I don't think you were there for this. So
I don't know. I know that it was
a while back. Me and I announced a campaign, and two of my close friends joined the campaign. Were joined the campaign as well, which is I forgot his name. One of them was Backblast, which is with my buddy Daniel, and then my buddy Christian. I think I forgot what his name is on the server. I think it was like something Content Crusader or something like that, or Contested Crusader. But he said, we were doing the campaign, and then he's like, dude, this is the Siege of Seattle, and the name caught on, and that whole campaign, I guess we were just doing campaigns against Seattle for some reason. And the funniest part about it is that we did not lose a single match throughout all that as well.
Yeah,
which was insane.
Yeah, I actually remember seeing something about that on the server there, and I think you also got like some of the photos for that as well.
I believe I did, or if not, someone else might have the photos, because I did get some good photos though for the whole Siege of Seattle campaign.
All right.
I think you were there for it too. I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Honestly,
maybe I'm not too sure.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Honestly, I don't remember it, or maybe I just like joined in late. I think that's what it might have been. I might have joined in late. So
yeah, there we go. That's probably what it is.
Yeah.
But yeah,
because I know when I joined in late, I mean, like I was that kind of bumped me up to the 100 scratches mark. So.
Oh yeah, it was a good one.
Yeah, it was an amazing one there. I will say that. So.
And then with that too, we weren't letting anybody we weren't letting the other team even get a single percentage because of how fast we were taking over command posts. And with that too, the troops that we were just defending like animals that day and just rushing, because like there's every game they would get 0% for their score, for their score, for command post holding, and then on their capital ship, it would take us like a minute or a minute and a half to get past the first stage, if we were clones or droids, and then we would move on in another minute to just destroy the whole all the systems in the ship. It was
Yeah,
Marvelous gameplay.
I think that one we were like clones all the way through it, man.
Yeah, I believe so. It was
Yeah, that
glorious.
it was glorious as all get out, man. But this actually does bring up one thing, and I've actually been meaning to ask this for quite some time. Um, with the servers and all, when did everyone think it would be a good idea to start taking pictures during campaigns like just us gathering up together and kind of like having group photos and everything else like that?
I actually don't know that. I actually don't know the answer to that because, I want to say maybe Lindsay has credit there, I believe, because he's the one who's always taken shots from the game and stuff, and especially when I know a lot of new content was coming out, like the Clone Commandos, you know, the different skins for the ARC Troopers and all this other stuff. We were getting some really good captures, and I want to give Lindsay credit to that one. I believe he's the one who started that whole trend. Because, you know, with those screenshots and stuff, including Auger's one is, of course, doing it too, and Spare, or all of High Command, I believe, is doing that, as far as I know. But we just take those pictures, and we're the ones who post them onto the actual Brotherhood Instagram page, which helps a lot, you know, because, you know, people see, you know, that we're active in the community, you know, taking photos, you know, it shows that we're not alone, pretty much, you know.
Oh yeah.
And that we are a bigger server. Which is amazingly true, by the way. We are massive.
Yeah, I actually forgot how many people we actually have in the server. I wanna say it's like so somewhere in like the 500s, I think.
Yeah, something like that. Not 500s. We're like maybe 250.
Oh.
I want to say.
So somewhere around there, and.
Yeah, it's something like that. It's somewhat of a bigger number than we're a bigger clan to a point, but not as big as say the 104th, to where they have like over 2,000 members or something like that. They have a lot of members in there. But yeah, so that's that.
Yeah, and I know I don't need to actually bring this up here, but. What in the... I've still been trying to wrap my head around this. What in the world started the beef with, like, the whole freaking 104th?
I think it's because a lot of their members, like, don't quote me on this, but I think it's because a lot of the members are leaving the 104th because of how strict they are with their guidelines and, skins and all that. Like, you know, you can only use Clone Wars era weapons, and most of the time that's only going to be the base weaponry, you know, you get, except for the heavy, who has a DC-15. Or, I mean, DC-17, is it? Or which one it is?
No, it's a DC-15 LE.
Okay, yeah, so, you know, that's the only gun that you can have modified in reality, which kind of stinks because, you know, you have all these other guns that give you so much more firepower, and you can only use that stuff, so people were getting really mad about that. And so, you know, they would leave the 104th, and you know, probably, and you know, we have members that left the 104th just yet. What was that?
A couple Chinese, like Chinese from the 104th.
Oh, you know who?
No,
just one example. I believe Sidearm was.
Yeah, I think Sidearm was.
Yeah, so Sidearm, I believe, was 104th.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think it's just because a lot of the members are leaving.
I want to say Ranger was as well. I don't think he was, but
him, Ranger, Rhino, and a few of those other guys, they left the 104th, I believe. You know, and of course, our regulations is that, you know, you have to leave the 104th first. So, you know, we don't want to bring up any controversies. You know, we don't promote that kind of stuff. We don't want you know, being in two clans at the same time. You know.
Yeah, because I mean, like that would cause a lot of controversy there, and then it would bring a whole lot more drama into these servers, which we really don't need.
Exactly.
So, and
But
I'll let you finish up, man. So,
okay, so, but overall though, the I don't think there's much of a beef like people think there is. But if there is, I would expect it to be because of people leaving their service to join ours. That's my opinion on why there would be beef at least.
yeah. And I am really hoping now that nobody from the 104th actually sees this now, because I know it's terrible to say, but I mean, like, I just really hope that nobody sees this, because then I don't want to get popular because of this. So.
No, you should be okay. I mean, I've talked to people from the 104th, and they've always been nice whenever I'm asking about people that might have been in the 104th. I would ask them if they got banned or anything, because there's times where in the recruitment service we'd have people who would try to join us. And again, this is why we have a recruitment server, who try to join us, and then, they were like, oh yeah, I wasn't any clan, but then, we'd ask 104th, and they're like, yeah, no, they were with us and stuff, and they'll tell us, like, either why they got kicked or banned, and, to show us reasons why, and then, we confront them with it, like it's happened to a few people before in the past that were trying to join the server, and, we had to shut them down because they were lying to us, first of all, about them being in another clan, and second of all, it was over very toxic, I'm sorry, my mind always slips. Toxic attitudes, and they were just toxic people on the servers, and of course we don't want that here. We're trying to keep again, our server a very safe place for people, to where you can talk freely about what you want, and not be disrespectful towards another person's either religion or faith or beliefs or views on anything. That's not what we're about. And
yeah, and
I think
I actually remember Casper actually had to stop. He kind of had to like pause everything, and then he was like, "Okay, man, we gotta get this taken care of." There's from everything that he's seen in the servers and all that stuff,
Correct. Yeah, it's it's not a massive issue, but it still has to be brought up just because we want to address it. So for future purposes, in case so everyone is on the same page here for for what we stand for and what we're about.
Oh yeah. So I think I got a few more here for you, and then after this, I think I may go on ahead and call it on this one. But
sounds good.
Yeah. So, how did you get your sister to join?
Oh God. Okay, so so how to get my sister to join? Okay, so as I can tell the story. I got this.
Nah. You
anyway.
can brag property on here. You can do that.
Okay, so property, as everyone already knows in the server, she's my younger sister, literal younger sister. She's 14 currently, and I'm 21, so we have a pretty good age gap. And the way she joined, I believe, is okay. Well, here's property. You can hear from her firsthand.
Okay.
Okay, so that night, Richie was playing Minecraft, and like,
Robotlick,
oh shoot, Robotlick,
Oh my god, okay.
Sorry, Robotlix was playing Minecraft, and he was in a party of 2 people. And every time he's in a party, I always like to say hi because I just like to meet new people. And I was talking to like Augur and Spades, and they were like super nice to me and kind, and they were just like they're really chill. So I was all like, oh, where are you guys from? And Richie kind of explained to me what the 501 was. Or shoot, Robo explained to me what the 501 was, and it was like super cool. So I remember Spare and Lindsay got me in. They were my recruitment officers that got me in, and yeah, ever since I've just been creeped out of bail and just
You just been
fantastic
creeped out
only
by
girl.
everybody, you know.
Yeah. Especially Vengeance.
Oh, we don't bring that one. Oh.
Alright, well, I had to take it away from her. Alright, now we're
Okay.
back.
And welcome back to the podcast, everybody.
Yeah,
as
and
always.
welcome back to the podcast with the real guest, not that fake over there.
Oh, all right. So, I've actually been wanting to ask you this. What with
Well, I kind of wanted my clone trooper to be somewhat handicapped, like I am. Like for me, I'm pretty stupid, not gonna lie. But
I don't know, man. I wouldn't say that though. I mean, like you got your moments, but I mean, like it's not that bad, man.
Yeah. But you know, I kind of wanted to have my clone trooper, you know, for him to kind of be like a regular trooper at first, you know, but then gradually become something of that's heroic and something that represents the Force pretty well. And I think that, you know, because at first, you know, in the biography I just posted, he just you know, he was just a normal trooper, like some shiny dude under Augur, you know, and you know he wasn't doing really anything until he got his arm shot off.
So you pulled a Reznov.
Yeah, I pretty much pulled a Reznov. My arm was shot off. Bale and Property, they're both medics on the server, so they had to drag me in and heal me. You know, I was hearing, yeah, which was hilarious because you know, Bale with him, I had him saying Bliat because like for some reason Russian exists in Star Wars, and then we got Property screaming "Re." It has an inside joke to everybody.
Oh yeah, of course.
But
of course, you always gotta have the inside jokes, man. So.
Oh yeah, you have to. You know, you gotta have them every so often.
Yeah.
But,
like the morphine thing.
Yeah, morphine is a perfect example, which is, by the way, is going to be brought up in my next chapter of my Clone Trooper story. But yeah, I just kind of wanted an excuse to kind of give my Clone Trooper a little bit of pizzazz to what I used to do, which again is robotics. I used to do robotics in high school, and you know, him having that robotic arm is kind of neat. You know, kind of applies to me in a way because I used to.
Yeah, I
used to do robotics back in the day, and then with that too, then there's another reason why I wanted to do it, and it's because in high school I bought a Full Metal Alchemist cosplay autometal arm.
Ah, yes.
You know too well what that
I
is.
know this way too well, man.
And I was kind of like, oh, well, that's always look kind of cool, so I thought that'd be a really cool step for a clone trooper to have, you know, a prosthetic limb. You know, and I'll probably give it the ability to inject morphine or something. I don't know.
No, heck, yeah. I mean, like, I don't know. I mean, like, if you wanted to, you could actually have it been like the original concept for like Echo. You know?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. That's actually a pretty cool idea.
Droids. Like those little surgical droids with those
multi-arms and stuff.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Splits into multiple.
So I mean,
yeah, so there's my clone trooper. Pretty much a little bit of backstory for him, but I'm not done with him yet. I got big plans though for what else I'm gonna write.
Oh yeah, there's always a lot of stuff that you can do with them, man. Like
yeah.
Like as you could tell, I'm still going through the Magneto story arc with everybody else there. So.
Yeah, and by the way, let me just say your stories have been really entertaining so far. Like I totally love them. You have a really good way of putting characterization into the troopers and stuff.
I try anyway, man. I can at least say I actually have to thank my old school teacher there. We called him Mr. Bill. He because his last name was very hard to pronounce, so he's just like, you know what, just everybody call me Mr. Bill. So he was actually one of the people that kind of got me into it. And then I also took I also took a lot of well, not robotic. Look what you made me do. You've been talking about robotics. I'm trying to say that I was creative writing, and it just kind
I
of.
took that too, by the way.
Yeah, that kind of helped me out a little bit as well. So it just kind of made me expand on my horizons a little bit, because I've kind of always wanted to be a writer, sort of. I've always kind of wanted to make my own stories, and just kind of.
I mean, and here's the thing about it too. You do have the creative capacity to do it, though. I mean, from what you've been writing so far, you could definitely do it. Just saying.
Oh yeah, I definitely could. The only thing, I know that there's a little bit of stuff that I could work on. Like I know that there's a few like punctual things, like well, like I know that I got a little bit of spelling. I know that I could probably put a little bit more details into certain things, like how the heck did Casper get there in the first place?
Good. That's a good one. I mean,
I put it in there like he was like he just got there because it was classified information, but one thing I can say is I kind of hope that everything goes pretty well, and if everything does, I would actually like to see how every single trooper would react to Order 66.
I'd love to see that, honestly.
Yeah, because I would actually like to know like how most of the clone troopers, like even people that are like in the servers and everything else, would react to that as well. Because I mean, like take Clark's character for example. He his character never did Order 66. He disobeyed it. So that would just kind of be something to bring up to a few other people. There.
No, well, technically, yeah, they could like when they. Well, is this Clone Wars spoilers? When they split up into like in the Mandalorian arc, where with the Soak and Rex when they go to Mandalore, that's could like they take troopers with them.
Yeah.
Could implement something like that, or you could.
It'd be interesting to say the least.
Yeah. And one thing I've kind of found that would be a bit interesting though was like how like Rex was part of Torque Company and everything else like that. I've always thought like Augur was like part of a different company kind of thing. So kind of like our thing is just like our own company. We just kind of we go and do this other stuff when Torque Company's busy and everything else like that.
Exactly. Like I imagine some of us are part of that Jedi Temple March. Just saying.
Oh yeah.
I know I was there.
Oh my god, no! I couldn't do that one, man. That is
That's the story for another time.
Yeah, that's a different story for a different time.
Oh yeah, that is definitely a different story for a different time. I know. Oh god, do I have to put you out of your misery, buddy? Oh god. Okay, never mind. Oh.
Red Dead going good?
Yeah. I just killed a bison. I thought I had to put him down again. So he looked like he was about to get up, but I did the right thing. Anywho, so another thing I've been meaning to bring up. What would be something that you would like what facts? Well, not facts, but I'm trying to think of the word right now. This sucks. I'm live streaming. My mind has went blank.
There is editing software, my friend. You
I know
you
this
could edit it soon.
I know, but it's always better when you have it like live stream here. This way that like everybody could just get a freaking laugh out of it. But for people that are wanting to like get into making their own companies or anything else like that, what type of information would you give them to help them improve?
Like, what do you mean by companies? Like different server? Like trying to make it like another 501st in a way?
Yeah, like if they were to make a 501st or something else like that.
I would say the biggest thing, biggest effects I would say is you have to advertise. You know, like advertise. You know, like make an Instagram page, you know, Facebook page, Reddit page, Twitter, whatever you need to make a page to kind of just send the word that, you know, you're a clan and, you know, you're looking for members, you know, and tell your friends. I mean, you know, it would never hurt to, you know, have friends, you know, or relatives in there that could help you out to spread the word as well. And then with that too, make sure you know your own regulations and rules. Like, make sure you have good ones, because you know, it takes a lot to make a clan itself. It's definitely a difficult process.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's like once you have your audience, you know, once you have your foothold in, you know, whatever clan you want to do, like whatever games you want to do or whatever, even if it's like something entirely different, like say it's not even Battlefront 2, or say you want to go to Call of Duty or Dark Souls 3 or whatever it may be. You know, I think it takes just a lot in itself to just kind of create that. Because once you have an active player base in your server, you know, people who are always in the server, you know, that's when you can kind of take it back a little bit, because now you have admins, you have people that will tell other people, like, hey, you can't be doing this, instead of you having to be the person to constantly say stuff. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
So I think honestly, it's just for just advice for anybody, keep it up. You know, like, don't think you'll get members there quick. Don't think it'll mean the death of you. No, just keep running the server. You know, do what you need to do to get people in there. That's about it, really. And then have good rules, and don't let it be toxic to a point, at least.
Well, you heard it here first, folks.
I know I went on quite of a tangent, but, you know, whatever.
Oh yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it's not too bad. It's always good to actually give out enough information for people there, because I mean, I've kind of wish I actually had somebody that actually pulled me over to the side and said, hey, before you start doing this stuff, here's certain things that you need to know before you start doing this here, kind of thing. So, but I mean, like, it also helps to also learn from experience as well. I mean, if you have experience running servers or just helping admins, or even trying to like host a clan, you know, I mean, like, it just all comes down to what you know and like whatever that you learned on the way.
Right.
So, but
yeah, so there's that for sure.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I'm kind of glad that you took time out of your day to kind of come on. I would have to say, with this all going on, how would you rate this?
Oh, I say it's a 10 out of 10. Honestly, you know what? You know, you're clearly doing something that you're interested in, and I think it's okay. I think you can get a pretty good viewership on what you're doing right now, and at least in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I think you're doing good, though.
All right. Well, hey,
don't let anybody else say that you're not.
Well, hey, that's good to hear, man. Anyway, I appreciate it. Bill, thanks for joining in and voicing your opinions on a few things there.
Plug your Instagram.
Oh yeah, plug my Instagram.
Put it.
So follow my Instagram at lmainrichichi. Another weird name, but I'm Mexican, so it's okay.
Okay, that one makes sense there. And I will have to say this actually went pretty well. If I can just get a hold of some other people from High Command, I might as well start doing this as well as a series. Anywho, thank y'all for stopping by. Robotics, thanks for taking time out of your day to actually come and let me interview you on this stuff. And I hope
No problem.
that
Thanks for having me.
yeah. By the way, this does bring up something though too. Are we gonna have another campaign pretty soon?
Yes. You should be expecting a campaign maybe tomorrow.
In the near future.
Please not be at 2 a.m. for me.
I'll try. Cause
You heard it there, man. He wants to be sergeant.
Yep.
He wants to be the sergeant. And I want to be officer.
And don't worry, it will happen.
I really hope so, man, cause I mean I would actually love to actually start doing some campaigns as well. And also just kinda helping out in the server any way that I can. But anywho, this is it for now. Once again, I know I keep on saying this, but thank you so much for letting us do the interview, and tune in next time. We'll see if we could probably get we might be able to see if we could get Casper. So, you know.
Yeah, I'll try to get on as well again.
Oh yeah, this be amazing here, man. Get everybody. Just slowly start getting everybody from High Command in, you know?
It's possible.
Yeah, just start...
Ask me, I'll bribe them with morphine.
Yeah, exactly. We'll have Vale drug him with morphine.
Alright.
Okay.
Alright. But,
Alright, well.
Anywho, man, it was, I appreciate it. Thanks for coming in. For anyone else that sees this, give me a like, subscribe, do what you see is fit. Until next time, stay frosty, keep your feet down to the ground, and I don't know, man, just enjoy life.